Tulsa, Oklahoma, home to the Tulsa Golden Hurricane in Skelly Field, where the fans have gathered and they are ready to see those Hurricanes gather some strength. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Tulane Green Wave taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back to pass, it's Alford. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Oh, he's got a chance. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Tulsa checking to see what's in the playbook for 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And David, I know there's a part of you that wonders what if had you played tight end. You and I have been out in the field pregame before. We've been spinning it around with your athleticism. I know you wonder what it would have been like to go make plays like that.
I tell you what, I do wonder what if now, Jesse, because now you can't hit these guys.
There he goes. He's loose. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Alford. Here's a heat. The short hands, it's Richardson. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Fires to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Preston. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. Inside the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Blasted as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And some room to work. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Here comes the heat, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Across the 25. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Finds his man. And they will score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give from the gun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking to throw, it's Alford. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. He'll set up to throw. Bring in the heat. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Alford. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the ground, it's Richardson. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Slithers into space. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. Tulane right back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the run, it's Richardson. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on 2nd and short.
Let's go!
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Here's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Alford. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on third down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were first and second down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, the running back has it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. On the run, it's Turner. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and
it's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. On the move. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Preston. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He won't have enough for the 1st down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking for space. It's Richardson. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Sets up the screen. Makes his man miss. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Back to the ground game on the left. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
When we were throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Alford. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Tulsa, 10.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play.
Let's go!
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Tulsa needs a 3rd down conversion as we break the seal on the final period. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
To the air, it's Alford. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Tulsa! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense, it just gave you a good stop. They need another one for you.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Fresno State ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. Just another week in the Pac-12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Turner. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Fires downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. It's Hayes. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression,
running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tulane! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good, really nice pitch and catch, and guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Scanning the field, it's Alford. It's complete on the right side. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Going up top again. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Tulsa moved the chains by keeping it on the ground. They might go right back to it here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw. It's Alford. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable pass.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Here in the fourth quarter, they've just got to get into field goal range to give themselves a shot, but they're not going to get there if they can't protect the QB. They've given up back-to-back sacks.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your